Hello, how are you? Um, so I'm here today to talk about ReBrick, but let me start by introducing myself. My name is ReBrick, which is a Danish name, and it's very hard to pronounce, so you can call me Freddie, most people do. I work for the Lego group, where I am a community editor on the site called ReBrick. It's ReBrick.com, which is an online fan community. And what I do is I create digital experiences with our fans, targeted at mainly 13 plus. So it's an adult fan site. I've previously worked for companies like Guinness World Records, Denmark's Gotcha, another Danish name, which is basically the Danish BBC, and I've worked for several game companies as well, doing online stuff in general. As you can see a little bit about me, I'm a pop culture freak. I love superheroes, I'm a gamer, I read a lot of books, I love Lego, and I am online too much. So that's a little about me. Before we get started on talking about ReBrick, I have a question for you guys. So, as you can see, this is Lego brick. Do you guys know how many ways you can combine 6 2x4 studded Lego elements of the same color? Does anybody know?
About 256,000. Like somewhere around 20,000.
20,000?
Yeah, I think that much.
How many think it's about 20,000? Raise them. Yeah? Okay. How many think it's about, I don't know, okay, how many think it's more? How many think it's a million? Yeah? Okay, well, in fact, it's 915 million plus times that you can do that, which is really, really amazing. And when you walk around today and see all the creations that are here today and that are amazing, you can sort of see that people can do a lot of stuff by just adding these tiny Lego bricks onto each other, and that's amazing to see, I think. So let me tell you a little bit about what ReBrick is. As we talked about, we have the actual Lego elements. So most of them will come in a box, and they will be, a set that you buy from the Lego group. But then you have all these fans that create their own stuff, and like this, and that make amazing detailed creations just out of pure creativity, fantasy, and techniques. And they do all these things all over the world. And this is what ReBrick really is about. It's a social media platform for 13 plus users. If you're below 13, you can come look, but you can't sign up for it, so you won't be able to see everything. But it really is for adults mostly, and it's a place to share and discuss Lego content online. And it's a fan site that's facilitated by the Lego group, but it really is for the fans, and it's the fan creations that are important. One of the things, for a lot of the fans that start out, you may not know all the great online sites, and there are tons of amazing places online where you can find creations, and ReBrick is sort of a hub for all that. And again, if you are maybe a user of one of these amazing sites and you want to get other inspiration, ReBrick is still a hub. So what ReBrick really is a place, you can't upload content to ReBrick. You have to, what we call bookmark, which is really linked from another site. So you go to Flickr, or you go to YouTube, or you go to one of the mock pages, or some place else that has great content, and you bookmark it onto ReBrick. And then what you could do is, when you go to the bookmark on ReBrick, if you click on it, you'd actually go back to the place where you came from. So you go back to the Flickr site or the YouTube page. So it's a great way to explore all the great content that's out there. So it's really imperative for the Lego group that ReBrick does not only drive traffic to the hub, but that it enables content to be pushed to third social media parties as well, so to other sites. So it's a way to sort of explore all the great fan content out there. Speaking of fan content, so the main part of ReBrick is the fan creations, and one of the things that, so for me personally, I speak Danish and I speak English, and when I Google stuff, if I look for something, I'll do it in one of those languages, and I'll find my answer in one of those languages. But Google is, ReBrick is sort of worldwide, so you are actually able to come in and find Russian marks, or things from Hong Kong, or things from places where you wouldn't necessarily find it by Googling. And so it's a great place to find content from different parts of the world. And one of the things I've found, if you look around today, you can see how different everybody's style is. Everybody has a very unique building style, which is pretty amazing. But when you go and look at different countries and different areas of the world, it seems to me that people also build differently. So how people build in Hong Kong or in Japan might be a little bit different than how people build in England or the UK or Denmark. So that's one of the things I think you can find online and at ReBrick. Which I think is it's worth going there for inspiration, for checking out, just to see what's it all about. So, like I said, the main feature of ReBrick really is the fan content, which we call bookmarks. But we do have some editorial stuff as well, just to give a little extra flavor to the site. One of the things we do is competitions. We just had a large competition with the Lego Movie with Warner Brothers. We had a competition with NASA for building the future of flight. We've had a competition with futuristic films, or little stop motion picture called shows in A-film, which is really fun. You should go look at it. We have a blog. Most sites have a blog. That's not really that special, but we're really fortunate because we have access to some amazing A-folks out there who create great things. And so we do interviews with them and ask them about their building styles, how do they get to that, what inspires them, who inspires them, what sites do they go to. So it's a great way of sort of getting a little knowledge of how other builders think and how other builders build, which is pretty cool. Even if you're not a builder yourself, it's still interesting to look at. And we also, because it is the Lego group, have access to Lego employees. So we do interviews we just had an interview with master builder Pete Gunner about his work. Next Wednesday, there's another designer being interviewed. I won't say who, but so it's we have access to some people, which means that there's some fun stuff to read there. And obviously we have other features. We have galleries where you can go and you can create your own exhibition of content that you really like. So if you're completely into, say, trains, you can create a gallery about trains, and we have RSS feeds and all these different things. So that's what ReBrick is, and it's just the address is rebrick.com. So that's pretty simple. I just talked about the competitions. So one of the competitions we had was with Warner Brothers for the Lego movie. How many of you know that there's a movie coming out? Yeah? Okay. It's coming out in January, and the competition is for a stop motion film, no more than 2 minutes long. And the winner of this movie, his creation might actually be in the Lego movie. So the fan content might actually show up in the Lego movie, which I think is pretty cool. And I'd love to show it to you. Now, before we go this far, I have to tell you this. the sound, there's no sound system, so there won't be sound. It won't be a problem because the sound is, horses and there's no dialogue, so you won't miss out. You can always go on ReBrick.com and see it yourself. But I wanted to show it to you because I think it's really cool. So if you want to see it yourself, it's called Gorgie Wants a Horse, and it's by Paladin. So you can just put that into the search field on ReBrick.com. The guy's also called Brotherhood Workshop on YouTube, so you can look him up there. And there are a lot of fun creations like that. That's worth looking into. So I talked a little bit about what ReBrick is, but what is the future of ReBrick? So, one of the things that's really important for the Lego group is that there's a huge, great fan community out there that does amazing things on its own. And rather than poaching that, Lego group wants to encourage that fan community because have you seen the creations here? It's pretty amazing, the stuff that's being done. And so, what ReBrick wants to keep involving the fans and the users and the employees on equal terms. So when something new is being created, fans are consulted because they know more about Lego bricks than most people do. So it's really important. And to continue to create great content that comes both from the users bookmarking amazing things and obviously from the editorial team trying to improve and make better things for people to see. And to remember, it's a work in progress. So I don't know, if you look at something like Facebook, they upgrade about twice a year. They make features, new design, all these things. We're not quite as big as Facebook. But it is really important when you're working with anything online that you continue to do new things and continue to develop and that you have high expectations to yourself and create a successful community is